ですから元気よくこういくとこうなるっていうこと。
If you don't understand the differences correctly, you may be misunderstanding the purposes of each kata and will not be able to perform them correctly.
あるいは
踏みつけて動かないようにする。うわーうわー皆さんこんにちは and welcome to Let's Ask Seki Sensei. I love to be your host Shogo from Let's Ask Shogo and this is Seki Sensei. Seki Sensei 本日もよろしくお願いします。
はい、お願いします。
最近はですね、新電流のオンラインレッスンの方を始めさせていただきまして、新電流の方の紹介の動画をさせていただいてるんですけれども、実際に新電流をやってらっしゃる方の中から前ですね、あとショハットやってらっしゃって、これどう違うんですかと。
Musou Shindenryu was one of the Ryuha styles that became the basis of the ZNKR 12 standard kata. So its first kata, Mae, and the first kata of Musou Shindenryu, Shohattō, are very similar. However, strictly speaking, these two kata are very different. If you don't understand the differences correctly, you may be misunderstanding the purposes of each kata and will not be able to perform them correctly. So today, Seki Sensei, an 8th dan Iaido master with 40 years of experience in Musou Shindenryu, will perform and explain the 7 main differences between Shohattō and Mae. Especially what we explain about the tsukaokuri is something that many Iai trainees misunderstand, so please watch this video until the end. By the way, tickets for a 3-day training camp in Japan held by Seki Sensei and Let's Ask Shogo are now on sale. Check out our Patreon page for more information. So then, let's get started. First of all, we need to understand the fundamental purposes, meanings of the two kata. ZNKR Iai kata were originally created for kendo trainees to train how to draw and sheath the actual katana. It also allowed the hundreds of Iaido styles to come together and train the same kata to take dan rank exams and compete in tournaments. Which means
全剣連居合1本目前、
はい、
これはね1個しかあっちゃいけないの。仮にいくつも先生によっていくつもあるように見えるとするならば、それは個性個壁ということだけど、古流の場合は個性個壁だけではなくて、極端な話だけど10人の師範がいたら10通りの致し方があると。
A Kyohon book explains how the ZNKR 12 standard Iai kata must be performed. If the kata are not performed exactly the way it is described in this book, it is wrong. And basically every trainee is supposed to do the same movements. However, the original and traditional kata of Musou Shindenryu doesn't have the same purpose as a ZNKR Iai. It's not for kendo trainees to train how to draw and sheath or for bringing the different styles together. Its purpose is to preserve and carry on its unique techniques and to train its students with the skills necessary to fight with katana. So it's okay if 10 instructors of Musou Shindenryu teach 10 different ways of Shohattō. Then finally, let's start by watching the performance, Mae. Let's have Seki Sensei explain to us about this assumed situation.
相手が刀にスーッとはけるのに応じ、ずーっとこう抜き出すわけ。こういう状態になるね。で抜きつける寸出で返す。それでこめかみに抜きつける。それでこめかみに抜きつける。で、はい、ここまでと。で今度は今ここが当たったでしょ。それを物打ち、さっき10センチ物打ちで正面を切る。はい、こんだけの移動になる。で相手は何も動きません。ですから元気よくこういくとこうなるっていうことですから、元気よくこういくとこうなるっていうことだから、そこが注意点なのこれの。じゃあこんだけで直角まで踏み込むとちょうどほら、じゃあこんだけで直角まで踏み込むとちょうどほら、だから思いのほか進まないってこと。
You twist your wrist slightly, extend your right arm diagonally up, and bend your elbow to bring the tsuka handle to your temple. Then you swing the katana at a kesa diagonal angle to shake the blood off. This is a type of chiburui blood shake called the o-chiburui. After you switch your feet, you sheath the katana. Next, let's have Seki Sensei perform Shohattō. Seki Sensei will now explain to us the assumed situation of Shohattō as he introduces some of the differences from Mae.
もうちょっと間合いがあるんですよ。相手が手かけたのに応ずるのはそうなんですけど、向こうがだからこうやるわけ。
相手が
ダーンとこうなるわけ。
相手が
ダーンとこうなるわけ。でここの骨のつがい、肘の曲がり目から父同士を一文字に振り抜くから、結果こう座ってる人のこめかみと立った人の父同士なんで高さは一緒なんです。ただし切り幅が全然違う。ここをバシャーッとやられてコテンと尻餅つくわけ。だからこれを切るんだからこんなんじゃ届かないわけ。こんなんじゃ届かないわけ。だからずーっと入ってダンってこう切るわけ。だからずーっと入ってダンってこう切るわけ。
You do the old Chiburi and shoot the katana again. To make a long story short, the main differences between Shohattō and Mae are as follows. 1. The distance between you and the opponent at the beginning. 2. If the opponent moves to try to draw the katana or not. 3. The movement of the knee before the nukitsuke. 4. Where and how much you cut with the nukitsuke draw attack. 5. How far you swing back and how far you cut down. 6. How much forward you move to swing the katana down. 7. Whether you do the tsukaokuri or not. Let's look closer at number 3, 5, and 7. First, about number 3, the movement of the knee before the nukitsuke.
だからこういうシーンを作らない。その時にはこれがつまだった時にはもうこうなる。もうこうなる。型に直接関係ない教えもいっぱい入ってるわけ。こんな例えば前が近いですよって。塚田さんが刀に手をかけた。塚田さんが刀に手をかけた。あるいは
踏みつけて動かないようにする。うわうわうわうわ。
あとはほら自分の方が見誤っちゃったと言った時はこうなってるとそのまま退散できますから。言った時はこうなってるとそのまま退散できますから。こういうことが隠れてての足運び。
Again, the purpose of Koryu Kata in Musoshin Nendryu is to carry on and teach the samurai skills. So this kata Shohattō is also meant for you to practice as footwork for kicking, stepping on, and retreating. If you stand completely on your knees, the only option is to draw. Next, let's talk about 5. How far you swing back and how far you cut down.
前剣恋愛はこういうとこ切るんですよ。だからこういう姿勢でこれでいいんですよ。でここまでと。つばが膝の横までと。で切っ先やや下がりと。古流は低いのな。遠くて低いの。
だからこれが切っ先が下がって後ろで。だからこれが切っ先が下がって後ろで。
Because the opponent in Mae doesn't move at all, you do not need to swing back so much and swing down so low. You always keep the tip higher than the handle and only swing down to the position where the tip is slightly lower. However, in Shohattō, when you swing back, the tip is rather lower than the handle. And when you swing down, the handguard goes lower than your right knee. Seki Sensei was taught that in Shohattō, you should swing down to the point where there is only one rice grain worth of distance between the blade and the floor. Lastly, let's talk about number 7, whether you do the tsukaokuri or not.
前剣恋愛は塚送りしません。こう来てこのままこうです。
手を下ろす。
古流はなんで塚送りをするかっていうと、一発で入れるのは礼儀上良くないと。
When you sheath in Shohattō, you don't immediately seal the katana, just in case you need to draw it again immediately. You keep the edge of the sheath at the center of your middle finger. You finally seal the katana fully once your right hand goes to the tsukagashira, and you push the katana into the sheath. Some instructors explain that we do this because your hands won't come off the handle so easily after cutting someone, so you have to slide it off the end. But Seki Sensei is strongly against this idea. Why would Japanese people teaching the skills of life and death in the past suddenly train their samurai to act? Yes, your hands might get stiff after an actual fight, but it's not something that would happen to everyone every time. Every movement in Iai is supposed to have a physical and practical reason why we perform it.
That's it for today. Thank you very much for watching. 技の実際の物理的な違い以外にも、その歴史的なところですね、古流と前剣以外の目的の違いについても、根本的な目的の違いについても理解できましたので、特に今後関先生の新伝流のレッスンを受けられる方にとっては非常に有益な動画になったんじゃないかなというふうに思っております。
そうなれば嬉しいです。
Our goal right now is to achieve 150 members on our online lesson. So if you're interested in learning the Iai techniques from Seki Sensei, please take a look at the description box. 本当にありがとうございました。
はい、ありがとうございました。
では Thank you very much for watching. 皆さんどうもありがとうございました。
Want to learn Iai and kenjutsu skills from the kobudo master, Seki Sensei? Our online lessons have perfect English interpretation and are accessible to anyone worldwide. We will even be providing dan ranks depending on your progress. Check the description box or pinned comment to join now.